Scorpio is compatible with like a lot of things.
It's so funny.
I feel like I've said in like a lot of these videos that like I feel like Scorpio is compatible.
Like everyone wants Scorpios to be compatible with everyone.
Right. So I was thinking, I was like, but I don't really think that you're compatible with everybody.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know?
I really just only like 2 signs, and I'll never say which 2. Got love for everyone, but I could really love too. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to our channel, and happy Cancer season!
Yes, and we're coming at you today with the Cancer roast.
You know, I was actually very excited for this roast because I feel like Cancer is one of the easiest signs for me personally to roast. I'm a Scorpio, hey, water signs. I've had plenty of experiences with Cancers, real life experiences. Like, don't get me wrong, I haven't read and understood each sign, but in terms of actually living it, Cancer is one of the signs that they've come to my life a lot throughout the years. They've come and gone.
You know who you are.
So yeah, let's talk about Cancers.
Yeah. Okay, so Cancer season, first off, is from June 21st to July 20th.
Yes.
So if your birthday falls in between there, that means you are a Cancer.
Yes. Hello there.
Hello. This video is for you.
Yes. Welcome. And you know, if you're not a Cancer, you could still tune in.
Right, you're gonna enjoy it.
Maybe you just started talking to that Cancer. Maybe your mom's a Cancer. Maybe your new boss is a Cancer. How will you deal with them? Well, you'll learn in this video.
Yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Okay, so like you said, Cancer, Cardinal water. When I think of Cardinal water, to be completely honest with you, I think of a tsunami, because I think about how does a tsunami start? It first retreats and then it's like whoosh. And that's, I feel like, what happens when a Cancer is like mad.
Literally,
which is like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
They retreat in their little crab shell, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, you get hit with all of their emotions at once.
Yes. No, I couldn't agree more. And I think it's interesting because like we talked about in some of our other videos that Cardinals are like the first signs,
they're the
right,
doers.
of their, yeah, they're the doers.
Their
and
element,
like
yeah.
it's the first, this is our first water, or no, it's not our first water placement.
It is.
It is, right? Yeah. And so like the tsunami, them like punching you is so accurate.
It really is. Because also you think about Cancer and you think of this like, oh, Cancer, soft little teddy bears. No, 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 no.
No.
They could get down with the get down.
They're so manipulative.
They're terrifying. I'm a Scorpio and I hate that I have to admit this, like, honestly, like, I wish I could take this to the grave, but I can't. Y'all are fucking crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy.
So crazy.
And okay, so Cancer is ruled by the moon. You know what I mean? And if you know anything about astrology, or you know what, let me not say that. If you want to learn about astrology, listen up. And if you know, great. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon shifts signs every
2 to 3 days.
2.5, 3 days, yeah. And I feel like that says a lot about Cancer's mood swings. Like every 2 days, the planet is, you know, moving into a different sign. So Cancers tend to have a lot of mood swings. Which, you know, brings me to the point of I am tired of being in this emotional roller coaster with you. I don't want to be here. I don't want to feel everything you feel at all times. Like when they're sad, you have to be sad. When they're happy, you better be having a fucking good day.
Yes.
How dare you ruin their day.
Right. Because now you're a nuisance to them when you're being happy and they're upset. Like,
oh, yeah.
Oh, excuse me for existing and being happy.
For real.
But literally, they make you feel like absolute shit for not, like, going along with their mood and their feelings.
They really do. They really freaking do.
They're gonna go out of their way to make sure that you are now feeling that way.
Oh, most definitely.
Hence the manipulation.
Cancer, being Cardinal water, literally manipulates you into feelings that you otherwise would not have picked for yourself. They're so good at it.
So true.
How do they do it?
So true.
Like all of a sudden you'll be feeling something like when you're around them, or they somehow manipulated you into thinking that you're sad or that you're angry. Yeah. And you're like, damn, I was having a really good day. Like, what happened? You look up and there's your Cancer friend like, hey.
I feel like it's because because they're hella insecure, and then they can like bring up other people's insecurities, and like even if you don't necessarily feel insecure about that, you're like, wait, I did maybe before, and then like they make you second guess everything.
No,
you
they
know?
really do, and they make it feel like it's you, and they really make it feel like it's you. I feel like Cancers are really good at going for low blows.
Hell yeah.
Which is so funny because let's be real, y'all are fake as fuck. You guys are fake as fuck.
She said it.
I said it.
She said
When it comes down to it, you guys are only loyal to 4 to 5 people, but somehow you're nice to everybody. You're nice to everybody. So how is it that you really ride for 5 tops, but you treat everybody the same, and you have that nice little smile, and you're friends with everyone, and you really care about their problems, but really you're learning about them in order to hit them with them low blows when you need them to feel a certain kind of way.
No, that's so true. And I feel like Cancers play the victim a lot too. You know what I mean? It's like, not everything, first of all, not everything is about you, but they're like, woe is me, like you did this to me. And it's like, no, nobody's even really thinking about you like that. And I know that's hard to imagine as a Cancer. Right? It's just really hard to wrap your head around.
It really is hard. I think it really is for them.
Because I feel like they're pretty, like, they can be like really self-centered and like childish, similar to me, like a Leo. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. For sure. And I feel like since they are very nurturing, like, okay, we're not gonna just talk about the bad stuff. Like, Cancers are very nurturing.
No, yeah.
I feel like they use that to their advantage because you expect them to be this nurturing, loving, kind person at all times, but when you catch them at that wrong time, they hit you with that like negativity and toxicity and just really mean-spirited. And you're like, oh my god, like I really didn't expect that from you. Like you're always so sweet.
Yeah.
So I feel like when they jump from being like super sweet all the time to the devil.
Because it's a switch from 1 to 100.
Right. You're just like shook. You're like, oh my god, I didn't think you had this in you. And they're just sitting there like, whatever.
Really, y'all really need to chill.
Yes.
And like going off of continuing that Cancers like have this very sweet facade, right? Y'all act like you're really sweet, but you're not. You're really just scared, manipulative little children. Okay, you know what I mean? And you're just throwing hissy fits.
Think about it. Drake, Cancer Moon. If you've been watching any of the NBA finals, Drake literally has not been able to contain himself. He is protecting his home turf. He will let people know that he is the mother of this team.
He's the mother of the Raptors.
He will take care of them. Like, relax, chill. It's gonna be okay. I know damn well that's not the Scorpio in his chart. The Scorpio will keep a fucking poker face and not show that, you know, this is bothering them. He would sit in the corner like, you know, but that Cancer Moon is like, he's about to cry up in there.
Yeah, the emotions are just too high.
They're flowing. Tsunami.
Yes, tsunamis. That's literally the best analogy.
Right. And then can we also talk about the fact that Cancer season is literally walk on eggshell season? I feel like Cancer season for everyone's ultra sensitive.
Yep.
And I feel like no one can really say how they feel, but everybody is in their feelings. So how does that work? Like, I have so many feelings, but I can't tell you because you're in your feelings and you're in your feelings. But if I don't talk about my feelings, I'm gonna start crying. So I feel like everybody's just like internally crying or externally crying, like a Cancer, because they're Cancer. A Cancer's favorite activity is crying. They can cry on the spot. Cry on the spot.
Oh my gosh.
When I think of Cancer, I think of that girl from Mean Girls, the one that was like, why can't we all just make cupcakes back in middle school? Like, that's a fucking Cancer. Like, everybody could be having a good ass day, all of a sudden Cancer's in their feelings like, I'm sad.
I totally agree. Speaking of sensitivity, right? I feel like they're hella sensitive. Obviously, we talked about that. But also, like, on the plus side, they can be really romantic.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Like, they're super romantic.
They are.
Over the top. Very cheesy, very corny with their love.
Well, let's
like,
turn negative real quick.
You're like, I just slid that in there.
That's a very Cancer way of doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're slick. They're slick with the mouth. They're like, they're like, oh, and then they say something. You're like, wait, that stung a little.
Right.
And they're like, la 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 la, bye.
totally agree. And like Cancer season is unfortunately, it's like my least favorite season.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me out here, okay?
Well, she got a Libra moon, so her Libra moon is squaring that Cancer.
And then I got all the fire in every other place, so I'm like, what's happening with everyone? You're crying, it's a little too much. I don't need you to talk about your feelings, actually. Like, we could continue on and just party. Like, let's keep it partying from Gemini season. You know?
That's so funny. Okay, I feel like generally everyone definitely, you know, is in their feelings Cancer season, but if I do say so myself, as a Scorpio, Cancer season, I thrive. I feel like I feel amazing. Everyone's in their feelings, and I'm like, yeah, everybody feel it. Feel it. Feel what we feel.
This is how we feel all the time.
And then like once in a while, like that Cancer tsunami like hits me, but I just learn to go flow with it. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone's like drowning, but I'm just like reaching for water, like, oh, okay, I'm back. I feel like Pisces and like Scorpio are like, okay, almost drowned there, but here I am back again. Everyone else is like, they're dead. They're gone. They're waiting for the sunshine of Leo season to bring him up to shore.
Basically, don't talk to me in July. Just don't.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the main qualities of Cancers is the fact that they're impulsive as hell. And I feel like they take the phrase live in the moment a little too seriously. I feel like it's okay to reflect on what you're gonna say and do. Don't just go with your feelings at all times. Like, they really are scary to me in the sense that like, I don't know what's gonna happen when I'm spending a day with a Cancer.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I don't know what feelings I will feel. I don't know what kind of shit we're gonna get into. And it's not like a Gemini where like, I don't know what kind of shit we're gonna get into. It's like with a Cancer, oh fuck, like what kind of shit are we gonna get into? Like they have nothing to lose and they will always create an emotional situation.
No, I totally agree with that. They are super impulsive. All of the freaking Cancer friends that I have had, like, they pick up the most random friends and they're like, let's go do this. And all of a sudden they're like besties and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? I guess we're going. Like, for sure. All right.
And it makes me super uncomfortable, like super uncomfortable because I feel like even though they're a water sign, like how are they not picking up on people's bad intentions at all times? Because I feel like sometimes with some of my past Cancer best friends, they are around the weirdest individuals. And I feel like maybe they can read them well so they know that they mean no harm. But my Scorpio ass is like, no.
Right. It's like you're too emotional about the things. It's like because you have a personal tie, like you're not thinking logically about it. You know what I mean? And then when you bring in other people, it's like other people are like, bitch, this is weird. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be trusting this person like that. But they're like, but I connected with them and like, and like, let's just keep going.
Oh my god, that is so true. And don't fucking tell a Cancer who they can't have as part of their crew.
Right.
I feel like every Cancer friend that I've had has suffocated me as if they were my boyfriend. Like literally, like I didn't realize you were my boyfriend. I did not realize that. I couldn't have any other friends. I couldn't eat alone without them. If I didn't text them back fast enough, they were already irritated with me.
Right.
Like I'm just like, holy shit. Like I love you. I'm a fucking like you know I love you. I rock with you heavy.
Right. We're in this emotionally together.
But I feel like I need to like hold their hand at all times and be like, I still love you. I still love you. I still love you.
That's draining.
It's completely draining. It's completely draining. And I just feel like you guys need to make yourselves feel like home instead of other people feel like home.
Yeah.
You know, because I think to bring it back to a more positive light, you really have the power to internally feel good and feel like home all by yourself. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they tend to make other people feel like they're home. You know what I mean? Like they need them, or like they don't feel safe without them. And like, that's why they're so possessive, and like their friends need to be on the roller coaster ride with them, because what if they're gonna go and be with someone else? Like, no, like, you just have to understand that the people that love you and say they love you probably love you. They are with you while you're having all these, you know, roller coaster of emotions. You know, while you're doing all this crazy shit, they're still next to you, by your side.
Right. No, I totally agree. I was gonna say though, like, to me, the way that I can sum up everything you said in my nice way is that Cancers are very clingy. They're very clingy beings, and they want to be near you all the time once you're like with them, and yeah, they will drown you and suffocate you with their love.
I feel like sometimes when they do something, like they pull a manipulation tactic on you and it doesn't work, it's like that tsunami thing again, where they make it bigger, you know what I mean? They do something worse because they just want a reaction out of you, and they don't realize that that's just like pushing people away.
Oh, Cancers.
You have so many beautiful emotions.
You do.
You just have to have an outlet for them, and don't use those emotions on people. You know?
You should have creative outlets. Cancers can be very creative, like, beings.
There's a lot of great artists with, you know, Cancer placements. I just feel like y'all have to trust yourselves and trust your emotions, and don't distract yourself from what you feel.
Yeah, and don't be like afraid of those emotions. On top of that,
emotions are what make you strong.
Even though they're so emotional, I feel like sometimes Cancers are like, it's like an ego thing, or they're afraid to like totally tap into it and express themselves. And it's like you can't do that, especially when your emotions are running very high all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure not.
Yeah.
So, question for you.
Yes.
Who, or should I say, which signs do you find Cancer to be most compatible with?
Yes. So for me, and I feel like I've said this in our other Astro roasts, it's a Scorpio. But it's, again, because it's like water and water. I feel like Scorpios can also be like really intense and crazy, and so like they can match that Cancer and be like, it's okay, and be that security and like staple that a Cancer needs.
For sure.
Right? Because like I feel like Cancers really care about home, and like Scorpios kind of like to be a provider, and they can like have a balance.
I see that. Okay. I agree. Scorpio is one of mine, obviously. I just feel like Cancer and Scorpio have this deep understanding of one another, and when they get to a point where they finally trust each other, they will believe that the other has no intentions of hurting. You know what I mean? Hurting me or hurting them. You know what I mean? I just feel like they both understand that their emotions run deep, so they would never put each other, and I say never lightly because I know there's always good people and bad people in every sign, and I know some people just, you know, everyone has different charts, but I'm just saying generally I feel like Cancer and Scorpio understand the depths of each other and will respect that. And I also feel like they have a way of communicating without even talking. You know what I mean? The same kinds of things hurt each other's feelings. You know what I mean? So once they catch that, they'll be able to have a deeper understanding of one another. And my other one is Taurus. I said this in the Taurus video too, that Cancer I think is the most compatible with them. I feel like Taurus and Cancer both have a love for their home. And I feel like they love being homebodies together. They like being alone together, and I feel like they have similar love languages. So I feel like they would get along. Yeah,
I totally see that. When would you want to have a Cancer on your side?
Okay. Well, obviously when I want to be triggered. Just kidding. I think I would. No, I know I would want a Cancer on my side when I need a mom away from my mom. And what I mean by that is I feel like Cancers are very nurturing, so whenever I need to cry and vent, really. Because when I think of crying and venting, sometimes I think of, you know, who do you usually do that with? For the most part, it's your mom. Not everybody, but for the most part. And I feel like Cancers, they have a presence about them where you could just be next to them and you could just be bawling, crying, and like not even like the kind of ugly cry where you can't even like mouth the words of like what actually hurt your feelings. They'll just get it. They'll just look at you like, I feel like that every day. Okay. Just cry on my shoulder, and you're just like,
I barely even breathe.
Right, and they just like, they get it. They really get it. You don't have to tell them why your feelings are hurt. You really don't.
Yeah.
They don't even care.
Yeah.
Your feelings are hurt, my feelings are hurt every day.
Yeah.
And it's just that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true. My dad and my brother are Cancers, and I feel like the few times I've gone to them and I've just been like so upset, they're like, oh Maya honey, like it's okay. And I thought they were like gonna be mad at me or like, I don't know, give some other type of advice. But they were just so empathetic and like nurturing, and it was very surprising. So thanks, Dad and Zach.
What about you?
For me, though, I said that I would want them when I definitely want to like, so I have a hard time with Cancers. I would probably call on them when I want to be like out of my comfort zone.
Oh, okay.
Or I want like a really different opinion than mine. You know what I mean? Because like, I feel like I can think very one type of way, and all the Cancers that I knew in my life, they would just like say something kind of offhand, and I'm like, I literally never thought about it like that. You know?
Interesting.
So that, or like being, if I wanted to like do something really crazy and impulsive that I've never done before.
That's very true.
And that I didn't know I was gonna do before we went out there, because I feel like they're just like hella crazy.
Yeah, they're the doers.
They'll just like go somewhere, and next thing I know, we're like jumping out of a building or something. You know what I mean? Like, obviously that's really dramatic, but like kind of.
No, for sure. Some of the craziest, randomest, weirdest shit I've ever gotten to in my life has been with like my ex Cancer best friend. Like wild shit that I'm just like, how did I end up there?
Right.
I don't even know. Oh, okay. So yeah, agreed. So let's talk about a little Cancer anthem.
Yes.
My Cancer anthem is "Fake Smile" by Ariana Grande. If you didn't know, now you know that she is. Is she a Cancer?
She is a Cancer, right?
Is she a Cancer or is she a Capricorn?
Oh, she might be a Capricorn.
Oh, she's a Cancer, right?
I thought she was a Cancer.
No, she is a Cancer, and when I listen to that song, I'm just like, yeah, you Cancers know how to fake smile. Y'all know how to fake smile like your mama taught you since you were born. Like that song just to me screams Cancer energy. Yeah. Because they could literally be having the worst day, or I've seen it with my own two eyes. They could be talking shit about somebody, and that person walks into the room and they have this chiseled smile to them like, hey girl.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm like, what the fuck?
How could you just flip that?
Like, don't get me wrong, like I could do that, like, you know what I mean, when I need to, like, in customer service, but theirs seems so genuine. Yeah. And like right when that person walks out the room, they're like, I hate that bitch. And right. Like, oh my god, like, oh my god.
Yes. I like it. I like it.
What about you?
Mine is "Cry Me a River" by Justin.
Oh my god! I'm fucking dead.
Isn't that so good? Cry me a river. The beginning lines are, you were my sun, you were my earth, but you didn't know all the ways I loved you. Like, emotional as fuck. Gotta get on board with my feelings, and then I'm gonna make you cry and cry me a whole ass river.
Right. Yeah. Right. That is so funny. The image I just had in my head about like, I literally just imagined like a Cancer like literally being manipulative as fuck, and then their partner finally like is apologizing and is like begging them on their feet, and the Cancer's just looking out like, you peasant, cry me a river and then we can talk. Right. Because we can still talk. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But I need to make sure you felt this.
Right. First. Like they're like, this is how many tears I shed. I need you to cry twice as much, and then we can talk. Okay?
Right. Oh, so good.
Yes.
So good.
So freaking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys. Thank you for watching our Cancer season roast. Happy Cancer season, even though we just talked a whole bunch of shit. Yeah. We love y'all. You know, there's 12 signs in the zodiac, and we need every one of you, I guess. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.
And don't forget to watch our other videos.
Follow us. We're going to link it up here.
Yes, as always. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.